France is a land of sleepy country towns and pungent cheeses, romance and wine, and the moneyed Riviera, from stunning stretches of coastline to snow-capped peaks. And somewhere between sea, land, and city, there's a French adventure for everyone to enjoy. It's hard not to fall in love with this indelibly beautiful country, where Paris bursts with art, and Nice is trodden by fashionistas. So here is the list of 12 best places to visit in France. 12. The Beaches of Normandy. The beaches of Normandy are now synonymous with the turbulent conflicts of 1944. Today, travelers making their way to this northern region's string of chalk cliff-backed sands and undulating dunes can opt to tour the iconic battlefields that were the main contact point on D-Day, flitting between looming memorials to the fallen on Omaha Beach and the remnants of the gun batteries and cement bunkers of the infamous Atlantic Wall. However, Normandy isn't consumed entirely by its dark past. Majestic medieval cathedrals stand tall in the English Channel at Mont Saint-Michel, pretty Cistercian abbeys dot the landscapes, and the winding Seine offers a walker's paradise in the south. '11. The Loire Valley. The beloved garden of France stretches its way right through the heartlands of the nation. For a length of more than 280 kilometers, a land of rolling vineyards and manicured wineries, Sancerre reds and Muscadet whites, it unfolds gloriously from the edges of the winding Loire River, and while the undulating hills and grass-come sunflower patchwork of the backcountry is truly wonderful to behold and explore, it's the Loire's human history that has cemented it in the lists of UNESCO. This manifests in glorious chateaux and hilltop castles like the Gothic Colossus at Amboise, the one-time home of the French kings, and the elaborate medievalism of the Chateau de Chambord, to name just two of the many sights. 10. Marseille. It may not be Cannes or Street Tropez, but France's oldest city, Marseille, is rich in more than just history, and it was named the European Capital of Culture in 2013. Marseille's viewport has been the city's main port since it was founded by Greek traders around 2,600 years ago. Following their arrival, the city has seen the Persians, Romans, Russians, Vietnamese, Spanish, North Africans, and more all leave their distinct trace. Today, the vibrant port is a major attraction, featuring stylish yachts and pleasure boats. In a large marina surrounded by bistros, cafes, and restaurants, the bay is watched over by the impressive Notre Dame de la Garde Basilica and has views out to the island fortress Château d'If. France's second biggest city also contains a colorful French African district, in stark contrast to the stylish boutiques and Haussmannian buildings of the République Quarter. Best of all, the plunging white cliffs and pretty inlets of the Calanques are only a boat trip away. 9. Aix-en-Provence. A city of art, Aix-en-Provence has been a cultured and classy affair since the 15th century. Made the capital of Provence by King René, the city drew in nobles, lawyers, and artists alike. Home to the famous post-impressionist painter Paul Cézanne, Aix-en-Provence still has several art schools and universities. The city contains leafy boulevards and squares with the old town, Ville-Aix, in the north, and the remarkable Mazarin Quarter to the south. This ultra-elegant district is lined with handsome 17th and 18th century townhouses, making it one of the most desirable addresses in the city, full of bubbling fountains. The Rotonde Fountain and the Fountain of Nine Cannons make for fantastic photo opportunities. Aix-en-Provence also holds one of Europe's greatest opera festivals, as well as a host of other joyful celebrations, provincial markets, and tasty delicacies. 8. Lyon. A 2,000-year-old city, Lyon's scenic location below the Fourvière and Croix-Rousse hills marks where the Rhône and Saône rivers meet. The city built its fortune on the silk trade, and for over 500 years has been an industrial, commercial and banking powerhouse. As a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Lyon is home to Roman ruins, and one of Europe's most extensive Renaissance districts, where a walk down the narrow passageways of the Vieux Lyon is highly recommended. France's largest urban park, Parc de la Théâtre, is also worth a visit, and best enjoyed by bike or by renting a rowboat on the lake. A thriving university, outstanding museums, fantastic shopping, and a busy nightlife all add to the appeal of France's third largest city. Foodies won't be disappointed either, with over 2,000 restaurants boasting delicious Lyonnais specialties. 7. Chamonix. Set at the base of Mont Blanc, the highest mountain in the Alps, Chamonix is truly a year-round destination. Renowned for its skiing and snowboarding during winter, Chamonix's beautiful walking trails are revealed for the summer hiking season. The town itself features a pedestrianized center full of lively bars, shops, restaurants and spas, making it the perfect spot for an après-ski cocktail. Brave the 3,840-meter ascent by cable car to the Aiguille du Midi, and be rewarded with 360-degree panoramic views of the Swiss, French and Italian Alps. Take the Montenverse train up through the pine forests to visit France's largest glacier, the Mer de Glace, and the impressive sculptures of the ice cave. There really is no end to Chamonix's adventurous activities, with paragliding, ice climbing, dog sledding, horse trekking, mountain biking and more. 6. Strasbourg. Home to the European Parliament, Strasbourg is one of France's most enchanting cities. Appearing almost out of a fairy tale, Strasbourg's crooked, half-timbered houses are overlaid with colorful flowers and set along the old town's twisting alleyways and cobbled squares. The Central Grand Isle is UNESCO World Heritage listed and is an urban island full of famous sites and monuments, including the Ponts Couverts, Maison Camersal, the Gothic Cathedral and Petite France. Situated on the German border, this city's fascinating culture and rich heritage stems from both countries. Also a fantastic winter destination, Strasbourg is home to some of the coziest taverns and has held its renowned Christmas market. Since 1570, you can discover this city on foot or by bicycle, and being home to France's second largest student population, you can be sure to find plenty of places to party after a day of exploring. 5. Lille. Despite being France's fourth largest city, Lille is also the most underrated. Although its economy was once based on major industry, this previously grimy metropolis has transformed itself into the buzzing cultural and commercial hub it is today. Located close to the Belgian border, Lille was actually Flemish, and its heritage is clear in the abundant Baroque architecture that dates back to the 17th century. Incredibly welcoming, the Lillois have a reputation for being friendly, making Lille a great place to meet the locals. The city's highlights include a pretty old town with cobblestone streets, more than 4,000 shops, excellent dining and a vibrant, student-driven nightlife, and with 3 renowned art museums, including the Hospice Comtesse Museum and the Palace of Fine Arts, which is second only to the Louvre. Lille is definitely a city worthy of your attention. 4. Versailles. Renowned for the outstanding Palace of Versailles, this city is worth more than just a day trip. Dating back to the 17th century, the palace was originally a hunting lodge, before Louis XIV transformed it into the grand home of French kings and queens. Now open to visitors as a museum, the Palace of Versailles contains over 60,000 works, offering an overview of France's history from the Middle Ages through to the late 19th century, with an orangery and extensive gardens featuring marvelous fountains and sculptures. You can easily spend hours wandering this 8,000-hectare estate. And the splendor of the palace doesn't stop there. Despite its close proximity to central Paris, the city of Versailles still very much feels like its own town. The palace's royal influence can be felt throughout much of the surrounding areas, with its elegant neighborhoods, squares, markets, and cafes, making Versailles so much more than just a palace. Three. Nice. Capital of the French Riviera, Nice has been a magnet for tourists since the 19th century, and with its Mediterranean climate and blue azure waters, it's no wonder Nice's beaches are the city's biggest attraction. Walk the 7-kilometer-long Promenade des Anglais to take in the beauty of the Bay of Angels, or climb to the top of Castle Hill for a fabulous view over this coastal gem. Situated close to lavish Monaco and just kilometers from the Italian border, Nice boasts a delicious mix of Italian and French cuisine. The city's authentic charm is best observed strolling the old town, where bars, boutiques, and delis fill the narrow streets, and haven't changed their layout since the 1700s. For art lovers, Nice is also home to the famous Musée d'Art Moderne et d'Art Contemporain, and the Matisse Museum, which holds one of the world's largest collections of the art of Henri Matisse. Two. Bordeaux. The center of France's famous wine-producing region, Bordeaux's elegance has drawn crowds for hundreds of years. Full of spectacular Gothic architecture, over half the city is World Heritage listed, making it the largest urban World Heritage site in the world. Just beyond the city's limits, you can find prestigious wine chateaux and vineyards, where you can sample some of the region's finest. If that wasn't enough, the city is also packed with superb bars and home to the Site du Vin. This €80 million museum celebrates the global history, passion, and culture for wine, and is even shaped like wine swirling into a glass. Bordeaux has also developed an exquisite dining scene, with its proximity to the coast allowing for fresh oysters. The Place de la Bourse, Bordeaux's most impressive square, is well worth a visit, and, as one of Europe's most cycle-friendly cities, there are bike paths galore along the beautiful waterfront promenade. 1. Paris. Fashion capital of the world, city of love and home to the Eiffel Tower. It can only be Paris. The city's list of iconic architecture is endless, with classic sites such as the gargoyled Notre Dame Cathedral, the glass pyramid of the Louvre, the Arc de Triomphe, and the glistening white Sacré-Cœur Basilica. Allow yourself to be enticed by the numerous patisseries, cheese shops, bakeries, and street markets, and take a picnic in one of the city's many parks or gardens. Treat yourself to a new item of clothing. From the designer boutiques along the famous Champs-Élysées, experience the famous café culture, with the locals in one of the thousands of Parisian cafes, spilling out onto the bustling streets, or simply take a romantic stroll across the lamplit bridges of the Seine, and get lost in a maze of pretty alleyways to soak up this city's timeless energy. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell icon. Bye for now.